On this day episode of the Rolle Report, I'm going to be real, keeping it real, talking about the Bahamian government, my views on how they were handling the people's business, how they were spending the people's money, and how they were pranking the people's intelligence. Now, it is said that the Bahamas is an independent country, but that is to be debated. We're not really independent. There's no country that is independent, but legally, we're not independent. Let's take this for an example. If you are an owner of a house, of a property, every single decision must go through you. You have to be the last person to sign off on everything with that property. If you want to put a water main in that property, you want to build a structure on that property, you want to get a loan out on that property, you want to, as simple as put a telephone on that property, internet on that property, cable on that property, electricity on that property, you would have to go to the relevant agencies and sign your name with your picture identification to verify it is you. And plus you will have to produce some sort of form of paper to say that you are the owner of that particular property. All of these things were just something minute as a property within a country that claims to be independent. You will have to show independency ownership of that house, or group ownership of that house per se. But for a country like the Bahamas and others who claim to be still a part of the British Empire, part of the Commonwealth, they would say, you still have the Queen, her successors and heirs as head of state. Head of state means literally what it says, head of state, the head. You are the head person in charge. There's no one above you. Every decision constitutionally or legally that have to be made in the Bahamas must go through the parliament procedures. After past parliamentary stages, they have to be taken to the Governor General, who is the representation of this foreign head of state. Then, from that process, it will have to go to the head of state. They sign off on it, and it is given back through the Governor General to the Prime Minister, then to the Cabinet, then to the House of Assembly, to again be debated, just to change some laws in the Bahamas, or the Constitution of the Bahamas, or to sell the Crown land. Why they call it the Crown land is because the Crown owns the land. No one in the Bahamas wears a crown. Our Governor General do not wear a crown. Our Prime Minister don't wear a crown. Who wears a crown? The foreign head of state, who just happens to be, at this particular time, the King of England. Wow, that's not independency. That every time we have to make a decision, we have to go to clear it with someone else to get their approval. That's not independent. We have internal self-governance. We can govern ourselves internally. But at the end of the day, the Crown, the British monarch, will have to sign off on it. That's just one of the things that irked me to the core, to my very soul, if I had one. These are the things that make me go, what the fuck is happening? And then you have to really re-examine your position as a Bahamian. What does it really mean to be a Bahamian? What is the Bahamas anyway? Let's start from that, and then we go internally and we can have a debate on the various aspects of our society. But let's start with that first.